Welcome to another easy step-by-step tutorial. The link for today's template will be down below in the description box. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's get started. Okay, everybody, so once you have the template open, it's going to look like this. It's going to bring you to this page. Okay, so when you get the template link, you're going to click on it, open it, and it's going to bring you to this page, and it's going to look just like this. And it's going to be in this editing program called Cordial. You don't need to do anything to set it up. You don't do any work. You don't download anything. It's all done on the back end on my end. So all you have to do is click on the link and the template will come up just like this. So you don't really have to do anything at all. And so all you're going to do, because you can see the template is already done with the artwork in place for you, is add your event details. So on this left-hand side, this is the invitation and it's already sized at 5 by 7. And then these two smaller enclosure cards are sized at 3.5 by 5. So you're going to add your event details, print them, and then cut out your files. Okay, and that's what these notches for are here, and the lines to show you and guide you on where to cut. So let me just show you quickly how easy this is and how you can have beautiful event invitations in just a couple of minutes. Okay, so if you're interested in saving money on your event, keep watching. So the first thing we're going to do is add text. So you're just going to click, oh, excuse me, sorry. You're going to click on fonts right here, this middle tab, and it's going to bring up a whole list of different fonts that you can use. And there's different pages of fonts that you can use. And the first font I'm going to choose is going to be a little bit fancier because it's going to be for the bride and groom's name. So let's just choose, let's go with this one for now. And you're just going to activate that font by double clicking on it, and you'll see that it pops up here. And you're just going to click on it and you're going to drag it down. And then I just drag these gray dots, these corners, I just drag it so that it gets a little bigger. You can also resize it over here on the right hand side using these tools and the drop down menu for the font size, but I just find that it's easier to click and drag. So here's the text. We're just going to first start by typing in the bride and groom's name. And you're going to do that up here in the upper right hand corner in this box. So you're just going to type, and then you can adjust things as you go. So let's just make up a couple of names. Let's say Jennifer and Mike. Okay? And I'm going to drag that just like that. And I'm going to put it a little like about there. Now, what I also want to do is I want to use this same fancier font as the header for these two smaller cards so that it will all match and is cohesive. So I'm just going to click on that, Jennifer and Mike, and I'm going to right click and I'm going to click on duplicate, and you see it doubled the text here. So I'm just going to drag one of them up over here, and I'm just going to replace that over here on the upper right hand corner. I'm going to highlight that text and delete it, and I'm just going to type in, we'll just say this one is going to be an RSVP card. Okay, so I'm just going to type in RSVP. I'm going to click on it and I'm going to drag it a little bit bigger until I'm happy with the size, about there. And I'm just going to drag it until it's in the place that I want it to be, so right there. Okay, then again, I'm going to right click on that and I'm going to hit duplicate. And I'm going to drag this down here. And I'm going to come up here in the upper right hand corner and I'm going to type in details, because this was going to be our details card. Okay, I'm going to center that a little bit. And so now we have our fancy font and our two headers in place. So now I'm going to pick a classic font for the actual information that goes on this. So let's just pick this one for tutorial's sake. I'm going to double click on it. It's going to show up here. I'm going to drag it down. And I'm going to come up here in the upper right hand corner and I'm just going to start typing. So I'm going to say, together with their families. I'm going to stretch this out. And then I'm going to drag it over here so that it's a little more centered. Right about there. And I'm going to right click on that and I'm going to hit duplicate again. And then just so that we keep the same size. So I'm going to drag this down here. And now I'm going to come back up here in the upper right hand corner and I'm going to type in the event details. You just keep typing. You can always resize and shift things around when you're done. Okay, so invite you to celebrate their wedding Saturday, June 2nd, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Let's just say Oak Valley Resort. Okay, so there are my event details, and I'm just going to drag this box down a little bit to about there. And then I'm going to make this just a little bit bigger and then drag it right there. And I'm also going to bring that to about there. Okay. So there's the invitation. I'm happy with how it looks. I think it looks beautiful. And if you notice, that only took a few minutes to do. So now you're going to do the same thing. I'm going to duplicate this text, right click, duplicate, and I'm going to drag it over here to the RSVP side. And I'm going to start typing in my RSVP card details. Okay, so what I want to do is move this a little bit so that it is a little more centered. There we go. And I want to take the date when of when I want people to RSVP. Oops, I actually accidentally moved this over. So let me move it back. What I want to do is I want to highlight the RSVP date and make it bigger and in bold so that it stands out. So down here where the font size is 15 point something or other, I'm going to make it like let's see. Let's make it like 18. No, because that made the whole thing 18. So let's backtrack. Okay. Drag this like this. Drag it into place again. Sorry, bear with me, guys. And then I want to take this portion and make it bigger. Okay, there we go. And bold, so that it stands out as this is the date that we want our guests to RSVP by. Okay, and I'm going to move it just slightly to the right. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to come back over here and I'm going to right click and duplicate the text again. And I'm going to drag it down here to the details box. And now I'm going to start typing in the information for the details. So I'm just going to say something like, for more information regarding directions and accommodations, please visit our wedding website. www.jenandmike.com. Okay, and leave, your website link to direct your guests to your website where you can provide more detailed information on like hotel accommodations, directions, and anything else you want them to be kept up on when it comes to your event. If you don't need a details card, that's totally fine. You can use this for something totally different. You could use it as a thank you card. You could use it as a table number card, placeholder card. You can use it however you want to use it. Okay, but look how pretty those are, and we got that done in under 10 minutes. And these look professional, but when I tell you this is going to save you hundreds of dollars, I am not kidding. Because you have all of your files on one 8.5 by 11-inch page, so you're saving money when it comes to printing. And all you have to do is print this out on white cardstock. You can print it from home if you have a printer at home, or you can print it at any place that will print, like Vistaprint, or you can use a local copy and print center in your town. Any place that will print, and you're going to have them print on white cardstock. Then all you have to do is cut these out following the guide marks, and you have all your files ready to go. And if you do your research, guys, if you go like on Etsy and other popular sites that sell wedding invitations, it adds up really quickly and you end up spending several $100s on invitations. With this method, number one, you don't have to wait for anybody to design them for you. You just immediately get access with the template link. You can open it up, you can play around, you see how easy it is. All you're really doing is adding text to artwork that is already there. You don't have to do anything special. Anybody can do it. You don't have to have any special skills. It's basically already done for you, and I've just shown you how to add the text really easily. So very easy to do, doesn't take much time at all, and you can print as many of these as you need. You can come back and make changes if you need to make changes. You come back and print more if you need more. You can also come back and totally wipe out all this text that you've just done after you have your event invitations and everything printed. You could totally come back and make this blank again, and you can use this template for something totally different. Like you could use this larger file here that we use for the invitation. You could use it for a wedding program. You could come over here and use this for a thank you card. You could come over here and use this for a place card or a table number card and have everything matching, all your stationery be matching for your event. using this one template. So it saves you a ton of money, even if you're sending this off to be printed, at a print center or even Vistaprint, or even if you're just getting your own cardstock and printing from home, you end up saving a whole lot of money by doing it this way. The only thing you have to do is cut it out, but I think that's well worth it for the money that you're saving. You just, sit down for a night, take an hour, get a glass of wine, call your friends over, and just cut these out and get your stationery ready, and you end up saving a lot of money. So, um, for those of you who are looking at ways to cut costs for your event and save money, which I know a lot of us are when it comes to event planning and wedding planning, costs add up really quickly, and this is one of the ways that you can save. So I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial, you guys. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to leave a comment down below or send me an email, and I'd be happy to get back to you. Again, as soon as you get the template, you will be provided with a link immediately. You click on that link and it will bring you right to this same page that we're on now, and you can do exactly what I've just shown you. So don't be intimidated by it. I know a lot of people get intimidated at a DIY project, but this one is really simple to do and again saves you a lot of money. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.